Alright, what is going on, guys? It's time for another content creator program video, and today we're talking about Stealth Suit Spider-Man. Now, a couple things to note right off the bat. Okay, first things first, this is a content creator program video, so this champion will be removed from my account pretty soon. Second thing to note, we've been granted a 5-star today instead of the normal 4-star for the first time, but unfortunately it's only ranked 3, level SIG 99, so this is about the equivalent to a 4-star, but I guess with the 5-star we can bring them in Act 6 if we want to do something for a video in the future like that. So yeah, I talked to Kabam about getting maybe a rank 4 or rank 5 in the future. I haven't heard back yet, but it'd be great, man. As long as the reason they're not granting it as a 565 C200 is because if they did, it would raise people's prestige. If they granted me the champion at rank 5 level 65 C200, it would actually raise my prestige too. It would just sneak into the 5th spot or 4th spot. But yeah, if they could grant me like a 565 SIG 99, that would work perfectly. That wouldn't affect my prestige in any way. So hopefully maybe we can work something like that in the future. Or if I can just rank up the champion myself when I get granted them, and then when they take the champion away, they just reimburse the resources, I'd be fine with that. Like, I can rank up the champion, but I don't think I'm supposed to, so I'm not gonna. But yeah, I asked them. Hopefully we'll hear back. Now, third thing, before we get into anything, nicknames, man. So when Stark Spidey, when every champ comes out, they get a nickname, right? Now, when Stark Spidey came out, his full name was Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and people called him, I call him Stark Spidey or Sparky. That's my names for him. I hear people call him Starky. That just, no, man, I was not on board with that nickname. That just sounds weird. Starky, that sounds like someone you would call an Iron Man. Like, his name's Tony Stark. Starky. That doesn't work for me for Spider-Man. Sparky worked, but so for Stealth Suit Spider-Man, it's kind of a mouthful, as well as Stark Enhanced was. So, nicknames. This is what I'm proposing. Stealth Spidey or Stealthy. I think both of those sound pretty cool. Stealthy if you want to go super short. Stealth Spidey if you got a little time to say it. And the acronym SSS, because Stealth Suit Spidey. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. I hope that catches on. But yeah, let's talk about him. Now, I already made a video talking about his abilities. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how he works, and a lot of you guys don't like when I talk too much. So I'm just going to go over the main things about his abilities real quick. Synergy-wise, the only one to really note here is the one with Electro. It boosts your Fury and your Precision, the potency on those, which is fantastic. So that's really his best synergy. Here, we got the attributes here. Block proficiency, people said it was low. It's actually higher than Stark Enhanced Spider-Man at 565. I compared them. Stark Enhanced Spider-Man's like 53 point something. Stealth Spider-Man's 54%. So it's higher than Stark Spidey, which, yeah, it's not terrible. Now, quickly in his abilities to note here. So at SIG 200, it'll be a 40% potency increase in the Fury. For the Awakening ability, which is huge, because without the Fury, this guy hits like a wet noodle. It's kind of like Stark Spidey without his poise charges. They need that for the big attack. Now, real quick, couple lines of text to note here. So when a web cartridge debuff is replaced, gain a Fury passive, increasing attack by 2,000 for 25 seconds. This is huge, man. It's super easy to apply. I'm going to talk about that when we get to the gameplay. Real easy to apply, and it's real easy to keep up. So why is it real easy to keep up? You can keep one Fury on for, it says 25 seconds, you can keep your Fury on for minutes. It's because dodging or evading incoming hits pauses Fury and Precision passives for 3.5 seconds. This is huge, man. Just throw more dexes into your gameplay, and they're going to be lasting long, like Fury and the crit passive. Now, how do you get the crit passive? All you got to do is use a special one when you have not evaded, and you gain 8,000 precision, which is huge crit rating, which is just so big. And then the special 3, you want to drop this when you run out of web cartridge charges, you get them all back. That's really the only things to note. And then there's also the pre-fight ability, which right now is very cool premise, but it's nothing crazy. Basically, all you got to know is the flashbang, which is the default. That's what you want to go with if you want to do more damage. You don't really ever want to go for the Enervate one. And the one that gives slow debuffs, you want to use this if you're in a matchup where your opponent's, where missing might be an issue, where evading might be an issue, or where unstoppable is going to be an issue. If it's none of those three, I'd say just go flashbang and put the vulnerability debuff on the opponent, because it increases your critical rating by a good amount. It's pretty much all the abilities. He's really not that complicated, and he's just kind of weird to fight with, kind of get used to. So let's go hop into the gameplay and talk about it. Alright guys, so the first piece of gameplay I wanted to show you was just with the slow debuff. So we're fighting Juggernaut here. Go ahead and apply the slow debuff, and as you can see, after he launches his special attack, there's no unstoppable. So that's really great. And yeah, right there you see we triggered our evade because we started getting hit, which is a nice little safety. And yeah, right there he throws another special, and no unstoppable to worry about. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quick how that works, nice and easy. But let's jump into some Winter Soldier gameplay, so I can really just break down the cycle and how you want to play this character. So right here you can choose what you want to put on. I'm going to put on the Flashbang, which is just the default one. I didn't need to put it on, but I just wanted to show you how that works. So, hopping into the fight, keep in mind, this fight I do not have suicides on, so my damage is not increased by that. Normally I do have suicides on, but this champion isn't very suicide friendly, and I just had them off after doing my Legends run, so I was like, alright, I'll make this video and then I'll put them back on. So, yeah, as you can see, boom, we got the Fury. How we did that was we started the combo and just did light attacks. Finish the combo with light attacks. You apply the debuff, and then you pretty much just do it again. Start another combo, and then just light, and you'll replace the debuff, and you'll activate the Fury. It's really that simple. So you have 2 combos, and just don't finish with the medium. Just go light, after you start it. And then right there you saw we used our special 1, and now we have the critical passive, the precision. So pretty much what we want to do is just make sure we're dexing, throwing in dexes, pretty much just to pause the timer on that Fury and that precision. While the vulnerability buff is up, we're hitting harder because it gives us that critical damage rating. And one other thing to note here is that one really cool thing about Stealthy is that he has 7-hit combos, the first ever 7-hit combo champion, which in and of itself is a form of utility, because that makes him good for an example. 2 examples come to mind. Void, because you need to get to 10 hits to show off his debuffs, so you can get to 7 hits in a combo. That's faster than 5 and faster than 6, so easier to purify debuffs there, and also you have class manage. And another case I can see that being good is in the breakthrough node, where combo hits get rid of armor on the opponent. Just 7 combos, you're just going to get there faster. So that's one thing to keep in mind with his damage output, is that the numbers may look a little smaller than other champions, but you have 2 more hits, 1 or 2 more hits than most champions. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So yeah, pretty much you start the fight, get your Fury, drop an L1, get the crit passive, drop an L2 if you want. I wanted to. And then go to L3, because now we have our web cartridges back. So yeah, now we're good, man. That's pretty much the cycle you want to do. Make sure you start the fight with an L1 to get that crit passive, and start the fight putting 2 debuffs on the opponents to get that Fury, and then you're good to go, man. Start doing damage, and then once your web cartridges expire, go to special 3. And you can really keep the passives up for a long time. You can see, I'm pretty sure I had that 1 crit buff for mode. I think that was my 2nd time refreshing it. So yeah, like 130 hits we had that crit passive. Pretty crazy, man. It's like I said, really easy to keep them up as long as you're dexing. Winter Soldier's a good example of why it's easy, because I get to always dex on his special 1. Some champions where you don't dex the special 1, it's gonna be a little trickier. Yeah, after using the special 2, you get a longer time on the debuff, which is great, because that just means we're doing more damage. Or if you need the slow debuff, have that on your opponent. That's great. So yeah, that's pretty much the cycle. Again, keep in mind that this gameplay is of basically a 4-star maxed out equivalent, pretty much, and the damage is pretty good. It's pretty good, but I don't know. If the Fury could stack, man, that'd be crazy. If the Fury could stack, 'cause I mean, you'd only be able to stack like 2 at a time, and then you have to refill your web cartridges. So I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, you could maybe stack up to 4, man. But I don't know. It'd be really cool if they could just stack to 2. That'd be awesome. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I think Stealth Suit Spider-Man's cool. Really, really weird to play because normally when I'm playing, I count out my, if I'm focusing, I count out my combos, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and that's just, it's all in my head. I'm really focused. I try to count my combos when I'm playing this character, and it's hard to count because his animations are all crazy. He's throwing 2 hits when I'm only swiping once. It's crazy, man. It's crazy playing him. 7-hit combos are weird. Probably just takes a little while to get used to, but good damage output. Decent utility. Like I said earlier when I was reading off the persistent charge, basically the pre-fight ability, I like it. I like the premise, but I feel like it's just missing stuff. What I really hope, and my idea is, I'm going to put it towards Kabam, is that maybe they can advance this through synergies, but basically give a way to add to this pre-fight ability. So right now there's 3 things. So you get the vulnerability debuff, the slow debuff, and enervate debuff. Add to that. Maybe a taunt one. Give a synergy with Stark Spidey, man. I don't know why he's not in there. Just let a pre-fight ability be taunts. Another pre-fight ability maybe be like a power drain. Something like, there's so many possibilities. You could make synergies for all kinds of things. Maybe a synergy for like plasma effects with Iron Man Infinity War, even though he's already kind of in there. But you know, like they could just keep at maybe one with Mysterio to give poison or something. I don't know. Like I really just hope they add more through synergies, because I feel like with just the 3, there's so much room for more stuff. And the other big thing that this champion lacks, similar to Stark Spidey, is the immunities. No immunities, no way to shrug off debuffs. So that really sucks. It really sucks. Overall, comparing him to Stark Spidey, I think Stark Spidey's better right now. I need to see damage as a 565 to really know, but just they're both got the damage, but Stark Spidey, just his ability to auto evade specials, like that's so huge, and that's what this champion lacks. So overall, I don't know. Right now, I'm thinking Stark Spidey's better, but if I can test some 565, maybe I'll get him as a 565. Who knows? I feel like that could do it. But the one thing this guy definitely has over Stark Spidey is prestige. I think he has like 10,605 prestige, something like that. It's crazy. Or it might even be more than that. I don't know. It's very high. It's over 10,600. So, yeah, his cutoff's probably going to be pretty high just due to that alone. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, drop a like. Let me know if you think I should go for this guy in Arena, because I got a skill gem and I'm thinking about it. I like him. I just feel like he's missing some stuff, you know? But that's going to do it, guys. That's my honest review on this champion, and I hope you learned some stuff, more maybe how to play him in rotation. That's going to do it, though. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Peace out.